Hola. Hello, Diana. Hello, Sol. Feliz año. Happy 2024. This is the first live stream of the year. Hey, Chachalino. Sage a bit. How are you guys? How you started the year? I have a long list of readings to do since I'm not doing them on the channel. I'm going to do some 2024 reading for some groups in here. I already have the names and some individual ones. Why they have to? In my list for today, I have a reading for NCT Jeno. It's been a while since I pulled cards for Jeno. And then I have to do NCTDream 2024 for the whole group. Then I'm going to do WayV 2024, aespa 2024. Someone asked me to read for Youngji. Is it possible? That is, I believe it's the rapper. Is she a rapper slash singer? I know her from her, first of all, her deep voice. And she has like a YouTube show where she drinks and invites idols. Youngji. That I don't know what happened with her, but they wanted me to pull cards for her. So yeah, this is going to be the first time. I believe, honestly, I don't know if I'm mistaken, but I believe that she was like the first one that sort of introduced this drinking show inviting idols over. Am I correct or am I mistaken? Has someone done it before? I believe she was the first one. Of course that it was mixed with a bit of comedy because I'm sure that, you know, she doesn't drink that much. Hey Hope. Yeah, she was the first one. And then everyone started doing it. But I believe that she was the first one. Then I have also the pull cards for the group BlackSwan 2024. Someone wanted me to read for Tzuyu, and then for Sserafim. Oh, she won't show me the money and got more famous after that. Yeah, I love her voice and her flow. She is a good rapper. I don't know if she's a singer as well, but she's like. This is why I think that for me, since I seen her first in the show, and seen her MC abilities and how fresh her attitude seems, she's funny also. Um, I believe she's someone that has many talents. So for me to say, oh, she's a rapper or she's this, I think that I'm somehow missing something. Like she is a whole show, I would say, like with a lot of talents. Um, so, so yeah, I don't know what happened with her, but I'm going to be pulling cards for her. Yeah. And also, guys, I want to let you know that I had been like uploading or re-uploading some videos and turning them into TikToks of my dynamic readings. You know that I have been doing this "How do you flirt?" Dynamic readings for the groups, and I have been converting those videos into TikToks, and I have been receiving a positive feedback. Actually, like I'm getting a lot of views. So I'm happy about it, and people have been like responding very well. I apologize for the people that, because I noticed that probably a lot of people from Latin America probably are getting my content, are getting like the video, and I don't know how to change that, you know, so maybe more people that speak English can watch it, because for maybe for a Latin American fan, it's like, oh yeah, they are interested in knowing what I'm talking about. But since it's in English, there's a lot of people in Spanish in the comment section being like, can you translate it for me? Can you translate it for me? And of course, for those that don't know me, I am from Latin America. I am from Argentina. I speak Spanish, but my content and my channel is in English. Sometimes I do communicate with people that speak Spanish and that are from Latin America, but they also engage in English here, so I don't have to translate what I say. They sort of get it. But honestly, for those that ask me to translate to Spanish, it's a bit tough for me, because I would have to translate everything. And honestly, I don't have the time. I barely have the time to upload the videos. So, you know, when it comes to translation, I will do my best. But, you know, the content is in English. So, yeah. And you know that also in my interpretations I talk a lot. So, you know, to be like resuming this in a comment, it's a lot of work. And I have seen that some people had done it. They took the role to sort of translate for other fans in the comment section, so I do appreciate this. But also, like, do not, like, you know, this is something that I noticed with some fandoms, not everyone, but I noticed that for certain groups, there's, can you translate in Spanish? And I think that we can have someone, like, a fan can be like very kind and be like, okay, yeah, she was talking about this. But for every single group, like for every single member, you're going to ask the same. Is like the poor person is like, she can be very generous, she or he. They can be generous, but you know, it's tiring at the same time. And also writing on TikTok, it's very limited. Yeah. Yeah, but actually they are on TikTok yet. And this is something that I'm going to say this because then I'm going to upload it to TikTok in a video. That for people that don't know how I work, or probably they have no idea. The only thing they know is that probably I'm pulling cards for your favorite, or I'm pulling cards for your K-pop favorite group, and you're like, okay, yeah, I love this. I want to know about this. And there's people like also asking like recommendations and asking for other readings. What I want to say is this. First of all, I am a professional tarot reader, and I'm also a counselor. So my content is based on, yeah, I do read tarot, yeah, I do pull the cards for the guys and the girls, But I do it from a place, from a therapeutic point of view, and I also do it for my community, and we all learn and get a sort of like, we learn something, we take something valuable from the experience. I don't just pull cards because I'm curious or someone else is curious, or, there's a scandal and we want to know what's up. I don't do this because of entertainment, like honestly, like it's entertainment because it's on the internet. And it's just a tarot reading, but I do take it seriously. Also, I am very selective about what I read about, who I read about. Like, there's certain people I don't read for, there's certain ships I don't read. For shipping readings I don't do, for scandals I don't do, for future spouses and who they're going to marry, how many children they're going to have, and who is their soulmate. I don't do those things. I'm very realistic with my cards. That's the way I do it, because I am like the one like shuffling the cards, so I do, and also it's my channel, so I am very selective about what I read, who I read. I do not tolerate like fandoms fighting each other, being disrespectful, like on those things I do not tolerate. So if someone new wants to come in, you're welcome, enjoy the content. I appreciate the feedbacks, but honestly, like I do have certain like do's and don'ts when it comes to this content that I create. Because I noticed that this is something that some fans do for other readers and for other, I don't know, if it's astrology, they do astrology for idols, it's the same. They sort of like spam the comment sections with a lot of requests, with a lot of like, crazy theories. And honestly, like you get that person to reach a certain level of burnout, because maybe the person doesn't know about K-pop, they don't know, they only know that they have a lot of comments and a lot of sort of engagement, so they're like, yeah, I will read for you, yeah, I will read for this. I don't know who these people are, but I will, because it seems like it's popular. Well, for me, it's different, because I am a K-pop fan, I am a multi-fandom. I know, thank God, I have people in my community for different fandoms, so I know what's going on. I know what goes on with different groups. I know what goes on with different members. So the fans cannot fool me when it comes to, oh, I want to know about this and this, can I request a reading about this and this? I know your intentions, I know what you're up to. So, and usually I don't do the juicy readings, I do the readings that I think that we are going to get some insight from what I'm reading, maybe also having fun as well, because I hope you have fun, but at the same time, I'm very selective about who and what I read about, because I know how fandoms can be. And then they fight each other and they don't know like where or how it started. And for me, since I'm responsible and I'm the one that is like the face, and I'm also the energy behind the tarot cards, I'm very selective. So if I don't read for certain people, and if I choose to do it in a certain style and way, it's my decision. And also I do it because I'm a person, and I also need healthy boundaries. But yeah, I love K-pop, I love idols. I'm getting to know a lot of groups thanks to this tarot reading community, thanks to the different fandoms and the different artists that are coming up. I'm starting to get to know a lot about them, so I'm happy because it allows me to be open-minded. But I also know how the industry works, so, you don't need to tell me like the tea about your group. I probably know it. Maybe upload a TikTok with your do's and don'ts so people will know. Yeah, I should. Yeah, I should. Yeah. That's a great idea, Charlene. Yeah. Yeah, because people, I understand, like we were talking the other day, we all are fans inside, you know, we are interested. We love what we love. So we are interested in our groups. We want to know, we are curious, you know, like, okay, you talk about this group, why don't you talk about mine? You know, I get it. But like also people, I think that people are very lazy as well, you know, because my content, it's available. Is in the, like, is on YouTube. But no, they they will not go into my YouTube to check out the full video. No, they want like the short translated version, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, you know. So that the crazy people will get our way. No, I think that we don't have crazy people in here, and I'm happy about this. I'm proud about that. I believe that they live on their own. You know, I believe that they try to insert themselves in the community. They come and go, you know, and I sort of notice. I notice who these people are. I notice. It's the same people that, like I mentioned, it's the same people that just, you know, drop the question or the recommendation or whatever they want to say, and once they get the answer, they just vanish, you know, and also people that fight others or just like don't understand, you know, that we tarot readers, we have free will, you know. We can be like, I don't want to read about this. Like, what you're asking is not, it cannot be, maybe it's a question that is not well formulated, and then maybe it's a question that is wrong, or it feels wrong for me, so I'm like, no. Like, for example, like reading for idols that are in the military, for me, it's like disturbing their energy, you know, because they are not working as an idol. Even if you see the content of them, even if you have a lot of content available, which I find it creepy that some content is available, but because I'm like, but the person is not here. You know, sometimes I do get confused. I'm like, are they back or is this all content? Like, I get so confused. But I want to let them, like, I want to let their energies rest a bit. And this is not because I say like, oh, because I pull cards, you know, I'm going to disturb their energy. It's not about me. But I do believe that maybe this comes with you being famous, that a lot of people mention that name all the time, or probably mention that idol all the time. And for me, that must be even more if the idol is sensitive. I think that it can drain them. Like, it can drain their energy when they are being mentioned a lot of times in a lot of conversations, or because it's like you're calling into their energy all the time. When you pull cards for them, you're also like tapping into their energy, you know. And honestly, also, I believe that probably being in the military, like, what do you want to know about what they're going through? What do you want to know? You want to know if they are uncomfortable, if they're unhappy being there. Probably they are not having the time of their lives. They are just like being responsible, you know, and trying to keep up. They are busy. They are very restricted in a lot of ways, and they have to be present in the role that they are doing at the moment. So what do you expect from a tarot reading? You know, it's like the guys are busy. The guys, their mind is not about like, oh, I miss my fans. No, they probably are worried about everything that they have to do and achieve in there. So, you know, it's like, hello, Artemisa. Thank you, Hope. Thank you. I'm not good at editing videos. So probably my TikToks, I noticed that there's some There's some TikToks that I put the text up here or then down here and no one can see it. But well, please bear with me. And also some videos, some TikToks is from old live streams. Is from live streams of last year. So yeah, probably in some you will see me wearing a shirt, and in some you will see me like, I don't know, wearing a turtleneck. Like you will be like, what is going on with her, and why is she changing clothes so much? There's no way an enlisted person should feel inclined or obligated to engage with fans. Yeah. It's like let them loose, let them just be who they are in there, and also probably they're very different. They're very different. They are not in the idol mode. They are in there as soldiers. So it's serious, guys. It's serious. It's not like a camping day. It's a lot of months. So hey, open my RIIZE. I'm not laughing because I'm like, would you read about RIIZE? And then your username says open my RIIZE. Yeah. What I was thinking is that I would want to do a very brief, I don't read for idols that are on hiatus, but since this is like the Lucas situation, potentially it could be like the Lucas situation or not, I feel like I would want to pull cards for RIIZE Seunghan. I confused him with Seunghan. Those names are so confusing for me. Well, the one that is in hiatus. But I would want to do it from a very brief, not so much explanatory and expansive tarot reading. If I read for him, I would want to pull only 3 cards to know what is going to happen with him in 2024. And because this is what I did about Blackpink and YG back then, that I did a short video that no one watched, that it was in the draft. But in there, I saw what I saw. And I would want to do the same for him because I want to see what the cards have to say about his situation and being as brief and short as possible. Okay, this is it. This is what I see. This is. And then we don't talk about him. We don't mention him until we get the resolution. But I sort of feel tempted to do it, not to spy on his energy or be like, oh, we want to know, but no, sort of to see, okay, what the cards have to say about him in 2024. And just being very, straight to the point. And then we don't talk about it anymore until we get an update. But I sort of want to do it because I want to see if I'm right. If the cards get it right. This is why I would want to do it now, and maybe as time passes, we forget about it. We're like, yeah, well, we talk about it. And then, if something happens, an update, or we will be like, oh, let's go back to this, what she said this, okay, let's see. Because, that also helps me exercise, when you have this situation. I also had it with Lucas. Remember that I also, poor guy, like I was like, no, I want to read for him because he's in hiatus, and then the hiatus was longer and longer and longer, and the fans were worried, like, can you please read for him? Can you please read? We don't know anything about him. Like, what's going on with him? And when I used to pull cards for him, I would always get the moon card. That is about things that you cannot see, things that are hidden. So until this day, Lucas' situation feels like the archetype of the moon. Because I do see the practicing, I do see the work, the training, I would say. But also there's the moon in there. So there's something like him hiding behind a curtain. Like I cannot see him. So that also is good for me as a tarot reader to be like, see guys, this is what I've been getting for him. Like, and it's not to, like, this is something about the tarot that you go with the flow with the tarot. You don't hold on tight to, oh, the tarot said this. The tarot reader said this. No, we don't determine. We only take from what the cards are saying in the moment. And then we can go back and review it. But we don't hold on tight to it like, oh, but you said that this, you said November, you said September. You know, it's not about, like, cards don't work with time like we know it. So, you know, it's more about like, okay, what is the card picking from this situation? You know, this is why sometimes people are afraid of the tarot, because people are like, oh no, you're going to tell me bad news, or you're going to tell me that this is going to happen to me and I don't want to know. Like, I'm sure, because some people get like, oh my God, no, please don't tell me this specific thing, because I know. And this also has to do with the one that receives the tarot reading or the interpretation. They react accordingly to their insecurities. So if you have an insecure person, if you have an insecure client, if you have a fandom that is afraid of losing this member, or that is in uncertainty because they don't know what's going on with their group, and you're like, oh no, they're going to disband, oh no, there's danger, oh no, like, you know, like, let's choose, you know, the words wisely, and let's open opportunities instead of creating drama. Because at least for me, guys, you know, like, for those that don't know me, I am a Capricorn. My moon is in Scorpio, so I'm a double Capricorn. So when it comes to me, the tarot reader, like, I apologize in advance for those that want exaggerated versions of things and just exaggerated and animated kind of interpretations. Sometimes I'm not funny. Like, I'm like, it's not that I'm serious, but maybe my tarot readings go very deep into a certain subject, and everything gets deep and dense and spiritual, or maybe they get too emotional sometimes, because I do get emotional when I read for certain people. But that's my style, that's who I am. And also I'm very realistic. So, like, I believe that sometimes being the Lulu save us from a lot of heartache, or save us from a lot of, you know, moments of apathy, and moments where we are maybe not having, you know, the best time in our lives. But when I read the cards, I'm serious. I'm serious. And I say it the way I see it. Like, the cards, me as a fan, maybe as a fangirl, we can talk and be the Lulu. That's why we have the Discord channel, and there we go, we uploaded the photos, the videos, and we get the Lulu among ourselves. That's me, the person. That's me, Vanessa, the woman. But when it comes to reading, I get serious. I try to be responsible. Because there's some people, there's minors also consuming the content, maybe there's people that are very sensitive right now, that we have to think about them. Because if it's up for the entertainment industry or the K-pop industry, they don't care. It's like, please buy what we are offering. So yeah, then what you do with your personal life, it's up to you. So for me, it's like, I try to be as as responsible as possible, and I don't. And sometimes when I get some, some funny interpretations, I laugh, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to read this because the cards want me to read like this. But yeah, like, I'm not that theatrical, I would say. I'm not the kind of reader that is like, oh, you know what I've seen? Like, no. Hey, Jelly Bear. So I'm going to write him down for last. Seunghan. His situation is so unrealistic to me. Like, none of my faves would have made it if they had to deal with unsafe chance fans' expectations. Hello, Akira. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, Spirit. Like, you can mention it now. So before I pull the cards, before I start pulling the cards. Yeah, fans are crazy though. It's 2024. Idols should be allowed to date. Yeah, happy New Year, Deliver, for you too. Yeah, I know. Like, guys, in 9 days is going to be my birthday. In 9 days, I'm going to be 39. I'm already feeling the age. I'm already feeling the age. Oh my God, I hate my birthday so much. I hate it, like, really, like, but well, what can I say, guys? It's coming. It's happening again. Capricorn things, yes. And also, everyone is so tired, exhausted, broke. They have so many issues after the, after they are hangover still from the Christmas season. Some people are like, oh, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have energy, but happy birthday. It's not the greatest season for us to. I think that Capricorn, we don't like our birthdays, because usually people here in my country, in Argentina, like in Latin America, usually this is the period of the year where people go on vacations. They go on holidays, because here it's summer. Like, school and universities, they end their courses of the year. They ended at the December, last days of December. So January and January and February are like school breaks. So people go on holidays, they are not in town, or if they are, it's so humid, and people just are not in the mood. They barely made it after the holiday season, and people are just exhausted, even though we are just starting a new year. People energetically, and even for me, I don't even want people to come over and see me, like, and visit me, because I know that if they come, I have to, plan a dinner, I have to, get my house ready, and it's a lot of work. So I'm like, you better send me a virtual hug and thank you, bye. Oh my God, I used to live in Palermo. Oh, you used to live in somewhere nice. Palermo is very nice. Yeah, it's in the capital. I'm more on the province, open my RIIZE. I'm more in the province. I'm not that fancy. It's not the countryside, but there's civilization, but it's not that fancy as Palermo. I saw in a reading that this year might get many messages in my dreams. Now I never taken my dreams seriously. I don't even remember them. But today I was lucid dreaming for almost 2 hours. Oh. January is a long month as well. Yeah, it's a long month. You're right about that. Yeah, but if you remember something from the dreams, spirit, just take what resonates. And also, just allow the experience. If you don't remember anything from a dream, just, go with the flow. Just, if you remember something, maybe that has a meaning. Honestly, I am the kind of person that I do remember what I dream. Like for example, I have vivid dreams and I wake up right away, and when I wake up, I still feel like I am in that dream, like, And I also have a good memory. I remember what I dreamt about. But usually, when you are very tired, when you are very exhausted, when you are very busy, and you probably also have a bit of insomnia because you are so busy or you are so stressed. Those people sometimes they don't because they don't relax, or maybe when they go to sleep they just like the whole system shuts down. They don't remember anything, so that's okay. Also, like for me, the dreams, honestly, I try to not get that. I know there's people that find meanings in dreams. For me, it's more like my unconscious working. Sometimes when I dream about something that is a bit like suspicious, that I'm like, why did I dream about this? I try to think about it like the way that, okay, maybe is, sometimes when you dream of things that happened to you before, and that or scenarios that you were in the past and now you are not there, or people that you met in the past and they're not part of your life. There's people that add a meaning to this. They're like, oh, because that person is thinking of you. But for me, it's a part of me that, yeah, it's like my mind thinking that I'm still there, but I'm no longer there. So I don't give it an extra meaning. For me, dreams is part of my unconscious. Sometimes I dream about the past. Sometimes I dream about the future that, at least in my case, it's not that I dream and it comes true. I don't have those kind of situations or dreams or visions. I don't have that. So I don't attribute. And when I dream about things that scare me, it's usually because there's like an inner fear inside of me. That's why I'm dreaming about it. Because maybe I'm nervous, maybe I'm worried. But yeah, it's all my mind, my unconscious working while I'm relaxing. But I don't take from it like a special meaning. No. Oh, I'm the same. My birthday is in August and everyone is always away in vacation. Yeah, the same. It's the same, Chacharlino. In summertime in Europe. The provinces are beautiful too, yeah. Has anyone else got messages in the dreams here, by the way? Sometimes. Jessica Jung said that the idol dating man isn't about appealing to the fans or trying to keep fans interested, but more about the idol's desire to focus on their art and building their Sserafim. Yeah. But last night my dream was about a dinosaur fighting with giraffes. Oh my god. I dream about stuff that later came true, like accidents, pregnancies. Oh, totally no. Oh, well, you see, if you sort of do a follow up and you, like, I think that we are the masters of ourselves. If you see a sort of correlation and you are able to notice, like, I dream about this and this came true, that means you have a gift. So that's why I think that when it comes about someone else's dreamings or someone else's dreams or interpretations, I often say that it's very personal because I'm not inside that person's mind. Only the person that experienced it, they know how it felt. So who are we to sort of give it an extra meaning or not, or take away the meaning. Funny thing, I was trying to wake up, but I was just like trapped in my dream for 2 hours or so, and then my mom came in my dream to surprise visit me when I leave now, and I immediately woke up shook. I guess I'm still scared. There's always been drama over nothing but drama by the way. Yeah. But my dreams about others came true. Wow. Oh my God, Spirit, are you me? I also got told that you got, and what you said about your mom, I'm literally you. Yeah, the thing that I will say that when it comes to me experiencing in dreams is seeing my mom after she passed away. Like if a lot of, like almost like a year after, not right away. Because I wasn't able to, how people are like, oh, can you see her spirit? Can you feel? No, I couldn't feel anything about her when she died, and we were really close. But I believe that also that's the reason. When you are very close with someone and they pass away, I think that there's a reason why you cannot see them or you cannot connect with them. Maybe you are not ready, or you are just too sensitive, or you are mourning. So this is why you cannot, you are not ready to see it because you are still dealing with their absence. So, maybe acknowledging that you are like seeing something is like, it can add a bit more of sorrow. But a year after, I remember that I dreamt about her, being in the garden in my house that we have. Like, she used to love roses, red roses so much, and we used to have like big ones, big roses, she used to plant in our garden. And I remember when I dreamt about her, it was like winter, there wasn't any flowers blooming or anything. But I dreamt about her being in the middle of that garden, and it was like summertime, and she looked like, you have to remember, guys, that my mom, like, she died of cancer, so definitely her health was very deteriorated. But in the dream, she was herself, like, she was beautiful, she was radiant, she was loving. And I remember going to where she was, and I held her. I just hold her, I held her so tight, and I started crying. I started like not wanting to let her go, like holding her so tight, and I would be crying and crying, and she would like make fun of me, and she would be like, like, this is the reason why I am not going to. She said something like she's not going to reincarnate again in this life of me, that she's not going to reincarnate because I would get like this if I see her again. If I meet her spirit again, I would get like I was so emotional and so like, so in tears and just so sad, and she was like, no, if you're going to get like this, like, no, I'm not going to reincarnate like this, and she was being ironic, but I think that definitely in that dream, because sometimes when you miss someone, at least in my case, I would have the opportunity to talk about my mom. I went to therapy and everything, but in that dream, I was able to shed the tears, to cry, to cry like with the desperation and the heartache that I wasn't able to cry in real life. You know when you are a child and you go into your mom's arms and you cry like you are like this, like that feeling. So in that case, I totally believe that the dreams, or maybe the experience of dreaming, can help you connect with maybe a different dimension. I never experienced it, guys. I swear it only happened to me that time with my mom, and yes, I felt it very real. Like, I remember everything. It happened a long time ago, and I'm still talking about it and telling you, like, you know, like details about it, but it has happened. So that's why I cannot be like, oh, I don't believe in dreams or premonitions. Like, that time with my mom, I felt like it was her. It was her spirit coming in my dream. But because when I hugged her, it felt like her. I also remember how I felt like back then. So yeah, that's why, I guess there's a moment for when you're ready to receive a message like this, and there are moments where you're in denial and you don't get the message, or you don't dream, or you don't see it, or you don't remember. There's a reason. I think it's impossible not to miss them. My late grandmother, who passed away last year, took care of her garden with roses too. I hope you can meet your mother in another lifetime. Yeah. I'm sure she's going to be my child. Because I always felt like she was, even though she was older, like she was my mom. I always felt like I was the responsible one, or I was like the adult in a relationship. So probably she's going to be my child in the future, or in another life. I seen things in my dreams that, as crazy as they seem, they turn out to be true, but now speaking about it, I've been waiting to see someone I lost in my dreams and haven't been able to. Yeah. Yes, maybe you could feel your emotions more closely in your dream. Hey, Mariana. Yeah, I think that also it talks about the liberation of emotions. When you feel so much, or when you are so sad, especially when you're mourning, and I don't agree. I had also, since I'm a counselor, I had gone through different courses about the mourning process, and that is supposed to last a year, and then you're supposed to move on, because that's like a healthy way of mourning. And then if it extends through the years, like, it's pathological. And I'm like, okay, then my mourning is pathological, because it's been 5 years and I still feel like I lost her yesterday, like the pain doesn't go away. The pain doesn't go away. So, I don't know what the books say about it, but yeah, like only those who had lost someone that they really loved, they know that the mourning process is not about that, a year and a half. No, it doesn't work that way. I won't deep in because it is difficult to me, but some people have said that they've seen her in their dreams, and I was even closer to her and haven't, so it's so sad for me. Yeah, you be patient, because for me it took a lot. Yeah, for me it took like a year, Akira. I don't know if more, a year and a half, because since the pandemic, honestly, Akira, I lost track of the years. I don't know what happened. My mom passed away in 2018. In 2018. So February of 2018. So, for me, I know it took a while to have that dream. Like, you know, it wasn't like, you know. Your child is so cute, you're taking turns parenting. Yeah, sure. Yes, I'm sure. Um, I pray not to be reincarnated anymore. Yeah, I think what my mom meant in the dream is like, I don't want to come back. Like, see ya. Like, thank you for all. Yeah. Maybe she was fed up as well. Actually, I remember talking about this now. I also saw my late friend in the somewhat beginning of this dream, the one who passed 4 years old. 4 years back, I told about it here, but you mean I don't know. Yeah, I think that you mentioned it. Yeah, you never get over that's a reality. You learn how to live with it. Exactly, Mariana. I read something about grief once. The pain doesn't go away. Laugh around it, just get bigger. Yeah, and also it's very challenging when you have like, you know, holidays, and also for me it's Mother's Day. For me, Mother's Day, around her birthday in November, it's also very painful. So I usually, and also because, you know, I have a moon in Scorpio, so maybe the Scorpio season, I get very sensitive in the Scorpio season. Like October, November, I get like usually like the confrontations, the issues that I have with people, situations, places happens in November. Like I call them detox because it's somehow like, you know, maybe the people that I had, you know, a falling out with, it's because, you know, we are not friends or we don't have the best relationship. But I get very sensitive over those periods, and I just want to be left alone and I don't want to hear it, you know. um, but yeah, maybe it's part of the grieving, the grieving period as well. Oh my God, Vernon's Bancos, what is this man paying for? I wonder if I should connect that friend's mom. I only talk to her once a time. Okay, guys, let's begin because I do have a lot of readings to do today, and maybe if you know, something new comes up or a dynamic or something like this. I always like, I tell myself that I should, you know, like make the intro like shorter and not talk so much with you guys, but I enjoy so much our conversations that I'm like, I cannot help it. And you know that I'm very talkative, so. Yeah, it is. Oh, this mate is not working. Oh, it's not working because it doesn't have the. It doesn't have. Oh, wait, guys. Oh, I don't want to. See what I was talking about? See what I was talking about? About this mic with the cord. I was about to leave with this on. See what I was talking about? I'm so clumsy. Like, that's why I wanted to wear the wireless one. Because I just got up and go and I forget that I have it attached here to the phone. When did you go? Mark Anthony's concert? Oh no, I didn't know he. Yeah, this deck, like Mariana was saying, this deck is huge. Oh, this. This deck is huge, but my hands are huge at the same time. This deck is huge, but it's good for my hand because I have big hands. So yeah. I used to be so happy standing second gen group and their openly friendships. Even I felt happy when the SNSD and 2PM advertisement came out. Oh, I don't know, the fans these days makes everything look wrong. Yeah, yeah. I wasn't around in that era because I started like becoming a BTS fan in 2018, I believe. The first my first connection with K-pop was with BTS. But then I discovered the other groups. I don't know if I can do this. No. I lost this thing. I don't know if I have it. That's why I cannot drink mate. The straw, yeah. And also because in here there's hot water, so I cannot use the plastic one. I will melt it. Rest in peace, small hands. Actually, I don't know why I would get this feeling that people with small hands have like anger issues. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I don't know why I would get that small hands people are very aggressive. Yeah. And this, I'm thinking about my mom as well, because she used to have very short fingers, and she would love to wear like rings, large rings. Back then it was in the 90s. It was like also very it was in a style, I guess, like it was part of fashion to have a lot of rings, and she always used to have like these short fingers, but she would make fun of mine because she would be like, that because my fingers are not straight, this part. And she's like, it looks like your fingers are from a different size, from a different part, because they look different, they look like. And she would make fun of it. She would say that this part was added later on. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah. Don't call me out. I blame my Aries rising for my small head. Yeah, my mom, she was a Scorpio, but her moon was in Aries. And she was very quiet, but there was something about her that I would always fear her. I don't know why, especially when she was quiet, I would fear her temper the most. I don't know why, because she never hit me or anything, but I just knew the anger that she had inside. Maybe it was all bottled up inside. I sort of felt like she was going to explode someday, and probably she was going to explode with me because I was like, the one that was closest to her. So when I was a child, I was afraid of her getting angry at me, but she never showed it. But definitely, I could feel it. When you can feel that someone is well. I was a child, but maybe she had a lot of unprocessed emotions of things she wanted to say or fight or discuss about or just being angry, and she couldn't. She couldn't because also when she married my dad, she sort of had to come and live with his family over here. And he also had a very overprotective Scorpio mom. So, sort of like my grandmother was the one that ruled the house, even though my dad was married already, but she was the one calling the shots. And there were also like his sisters living here with his children. So, it's not that she got married and was able to live with her partner and her husband, like in privacy, like a Scorpio would want, privacy, intimacy. No, the opposite. She sort of like married the family. And I think that she was like, she was also very guilt-tripped about this, about having to share your house with different family members, and that's why, I'm totally the opposite when it comes to letting people enter my house, because I learned from their experience, in the sense that since I'm an only child, I enjoy my intimacy, my things, my house, my office, like, for me, my house is my temple. Like, I don't let just people, this is not a hotel. You cannot invite yourself in and just stay wherever you want to. No, you have to let me know ahead of time, and I will let you know if I want you to come over or not. Like, I hate when people invite themselves over and they just think like, oh, because we are family, I will come and visit you and install in your house. No. No. No, no. That's disrespectful. My mom's sun, Aries, moon. My mom is Scorpio sun, Aries, moon, you feel that side. Oh. Aries moon mother. Same, my Cancer moon becomes like the days and confused. Yeah, exactly. Spirit away. Spirit is like, I felt that anger. I don't know why I felt it. Because my moon is also a water moon, so I felt it, even though she wouldn't talk about it. It's weird. And here I am, a Gemini, and I even don't know myself. Try Leo Sun and Aries Moon, mom. Oh, but well, they are a bit more open, like talkative. Like when they are angry, and they let anyone know that they are angry. Yeah, Latin mothers over their sons. Yeah, definitely. Protect your space. I got my dad already Sun and Moon in Leo. Need Moon. How would you do something? Yeah, they definitely let us know they're angry. Yeah, they let everyone know. If they could, they would write a blog about it. They would do a TikTok about it. They want the audience. They want the audience. Wait, guys, I'm going to prepare my mate in the other thing because I want to have my mate. Should I have you put this? I'm going to have it. Oh. I was forgetting the sweetener. Okay. I love her, but privacy issues with fire signs are crazy. For them, everything is everyone, and I want if privacy is a professor. Oh yeah, my dad is an Aries, and he's a moon in Aquarius, so he tells the whole neighborhood his things. And he's always friendly, he's always lending things to everyone. And then when he needs, no one is there for him. When he needs help, no one is there for him. But he gives everything. He gives you tips about where to go and buy the best meat, where to go and buy like the cheapest groceries, where to go, how to do this and save money. You know, he gives you the best tips to strangers. But then when he needs, no one is around. So I hate that. I hate how trusting he is, how open he is. You know, like I am a sun in the first house. Like I am a Capricorn sun in rising, so I have sun in the first house. So that's like having an Aries sun as well. So I'm very open as well. You know, it's like I'm not shy. But I learned with time that, you know, you have to be selective about, you know, some people just don't care about you. They just want to, they are not your friends. You know, some people, they want something out of you and then they disappear. So, you know, it's okay if you want to trust people and if you need, you know, if you want to connect. For example, him being a moon in Aquarius, it's like he has this huge need of connecting with others, even if they are strangers, you know. For me, it's the opposite because I'm a moon in Scorpio and I just want to be left alone. Like, if you are not my person, I don't care about you. Like, you know, you have to be my person. This is why, you know, I love what I do in this community with you guys. And sometimes I get ambitious and I'm like, you know, I should expand my channel, I should grow more, I should have more. It's not about recognition, but it's like a more maybe engagement or maybe just people just being, you know, nice enough to give it a like, you know, because I put effort into this. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, just leave me with the people that had been there with me from the beginning or that are staying with me because you sort of know what I'm about and you like me and the way I do things and you understand me, like you trust me, you understand why I pull cards like this and why I read about this and not about the others. So sometimes my moon Scorpio is like, let the circle be small. Don't add more people. Because in that huge crowd of people following you, you don't know who is behind it, who is in there, you know. And then people that are like these huge content creators and they're famous and they're everything, but then they get the hate, you know, they get the backlash, they get the criticism, you know, because that's the price of your ambition. You know, sometimes it's better to be humble and that's it. My mom tells the whole city my things, yeah. My dad as well. He just like, he doesn't talk about himself. He talks about me. And I get, like, I understand that he probably does it from a place of he's proud. But I'm like, why are you talking about me? You know, because people might think that he's like showing off. Oh, my daughter this, my daughter knows this, my daughter, you know. Aging like fine wine, they debuted too young anyway, boys to men. My dad is a Libra, so as you can imagine, he doesn't even care about anything. My dad and Akira's dads have already attained salvation. They don't care about the world. And also it's weird because these people that they do overshare, that they do tell their business to everyone. They usually are in relationships with people that are the opposites, that are like the ones that they just don't want to interact with others, you know. I remember when my mom was alive, she had this, you know, this thing that she did, that she would kick my dad under the table for him to stop talking. Because also that, he talks a lot. So no wonder I talk a lot, guys. You know, some things are heritated. Some things are heritated, yeah. I blame him mostly. And she would kick him under the... But he wouldn't mind, he would keep talking anyway. Like, he wouldn't even flinch. He would just keep talking because he's like that. He's so self-centered. Okay, guys, talking about not wasting my time. I don't want to talk so much. Like, I would have been here for an hour. Oh, wait, let's see. Okay, let's begin. I'm like, just like you then. I talk a lot, but I can stand emotion. Yeah, I talk a lot with the people that I like. When I feel comfortable, I talk a lot, yeah. But when with people that I don't like, I'm like, yes, thank you, no, bye. Like, I'm like this, I swear. Like, you have to... When you see me like I get tense, it's because I don't like the person, and it's very visible. Yeah, you will notice. You will notice. If you see me being like very, and this is something that you guys can, like, maybe as moderators, for people that are moderators here in the channel, is the time of the if your guys are moderators, if you want to help me sometimes, if you notice that there's some people in the comment section, and if you notice that I usually skip their questions or I don't talk directly to them, it's probably because I'm ignoring them and I don't like them, or I don't like their energy, or there's something about them that I don't like. So if you notice that they're being insistent, or they just don't get it, or they don't leave, you can block them. You have my permission, block them. When you notice that I'm not engaging, I'm not paying attention, it's because probably I'm ignoring the person. Mariana, the deck's name is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. I wanted the other one too, the blue one. There's one that is also the Psychic Tarot, that is like a blue box. It's from the same creator. But I believe that's an oracle. That's like, this is like a tarot oracle, this. And this I got because in Argentina I couldn't find it, so I bought it when we had this book depository page. I used to like buy them from there, but then they closed, so I don't know how we can get it from overseas. No, Spirit. No, it's not about these people. No, these people I can block them. No, it's not about the bots or the people that ask very weird and sometimes racist or even, you know, some weird questions. No, it's not about that. I'm talking about some K-pop stans. I'm talking about some K-pop stans. You know that you notice that they leave the recommendation and they insist and they... They don't get it that they are not welcome. Like, because I sort of feel it, like I feel the insistency, and I'm like, I'm not going to read for you. Why? BTS. What that is BTS got to do with this? Oh my. It's so weird. Poor guys. Here comes one. Yeah, because I noticed that there's some K-pop stans that I usually in my channel I also have one that comments all the time. That is, she comments about me wanting me to pull cards for NCT Jaehyun because some tarot readers say that he's toxic, that he's a toxic boyfriend, or that he's a bad boyfriend or a bad man. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. And she constantly puts that comment, and I think I seen that person somewhere else. And you see in their comment, like, it's not about her asking for a reading for Jaehyun. She wants me to confirm he's a bad partner or not, like because she read it somewhere. So you notice like how the content of the question, the paraphrasing of the question, the formulation of the question is wrong, because she's already judging him. She's already judging him because someone said, or I see, or I feel, I have this intuition, I feel like something wrong is going to happen. That's on you. You should pull cards for yourself. Like, leave the idol alone. Like, stop projecting. Yeah. It's like, leave the poor guy alone. Like, and also, who is a great partner nowadays? Like, we all had been the bad guys in someone's story, in someone else's story. Like, when I broke up with my exes, they hated me because I made the decision to cut connections with them, and I was the bad guy. So, bad according to who? Like I always tell you, relationships are 50-50. I don't care if you're a famous idol or a famous model or whoever. We all can be pretty awful as partners. And that's not a crime. Like, a crime is to lie to someone in the face and stay in the relationship even though we know that we're not happy. That is something that maybe we could change and be better at this. But what makes you think that an idol is like a remarkable partner, like the man, like the husband material of your dreams? Like, what makes you think that? Just because they have a pretty face? Like, think. Okay, I'm going to begin. This is going to be dedicated to NCT Jeno. It's been a while since I read for Jeno. NCT Jeno for 2024. He got one reversal, even though I don't read reversals, but he got one. Okay, we start with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Swords. The High Priestess. Age of Wands. Two of Wands. So, for Jeno, I think that starting with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, that in here the keyword is well-deserved reward, the Nine of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. So I don't know if maybe at the beginning of, or the last months of the year, or at now, he is sort of not being able to get more individual works, or there's something about him not getting the recognition that he wanted, or the reward that he wanted, like sort of starting very limited in that sense. I think that probably 2024 is going to start slow for him. It's going to start slow. Then after the first half is over, like from June towards like the beginning of the year, he's going to start to get more actions. You know, he's going to start to get his energy going a bit more towards action and towards seeing results, and probably getting more moving. You know, I see at the beginning of the year probably there's a few situations for him being blocked, I would say, or probably opportunities not appearing, or you know, a lot of promises like, oh, you're going to get this, or you're going to get this reward, or you're going to get this deal, and then something actually like being like declined, or something be postponed. It's very interesting, because I think that there's something with here with these things, that this reward that didn't come, I think that is a sort of signal that something is going on with Jeno. I don't know if someone is sort of sabotaging his opportunities, or if something is happening with his own popularity. I don't think it's about popularity. I think it's about productivity. I think it's about money, honestly. I think that it's about individual possibilities or individual gigs that he could get actually much more, or maybe he could get much more exposure. And I think that these are being sabotaged. These are being sabotaged. And I think that this is not now, probably it had happened before, because he comes from this sort of frustration of like, I was this close to get this deal that was very important for me, and suddenly like it vanished. Also with the Two of Swords, the keyword here is refusing to see. So this is also something that is very telling about probably the energy of Jeno in the beginning of 2024. It's like he sort of knows what's going on. I don't know if it's competition with others. I don't know if this sort of like him not getting the opportunities that he deserves maybe is a sort of wake-up call for him to be more observant, and finally being able to see that these things are not coincidences. These are signs. Because in the middle of the reading, he has the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is the card of listen. Listen. So I think that this year, 2024, is going to be a year of a lot of signals, signs, information, intuition coming from Jeno, for Jeno, or for Geno's situation. So him, before starting or thinking about reacting, or thinking about like, I should do something about this to change this into my favor, I should listen more. I think that there's something about Jeno probably in the past years, because he's very young. I know, I don't know why, but I don't know how old he is, but I get that he's very young at heart. It seems like, it's not that the guy is naive. He's not naive, but probably, you know, because sometimes people just love to put attributes to people just because they find them attractive, or they find them funny, or they find it sexy, and they find it beautiful. So there's something about you adding attributes to an idol and being like, oh, because he's amazing, he's good looking, he's got it all, he's a 10. Oh, he must know about business, or he must know about his value, or he must know that he should protect himself about certain things. I think that with the Hierophant in the middle is advising Jeno to pay more attention to what's going on around him. that the way he can avoid, getting this sabotage or getting, these opportunities, being taken away from him is for him to get smarter. Do not talk about your business with others. At least not until they come true. Until they become a reality. Because maybe there's some envious people. Because he's a business guy. It's a business. But there's something about him probably in the past not realizing that, that maybe he was too trusting, or he used to trust the wrong people. And also somehow, those projects that he wanted so much, they would just disappear, and he deserves more. But first, he has to go and connect with his intuition. First, he has to become smarter. First, he has to become more receptive and more present to what's going on around him. Like, things are going to get serious for him. He will have to defend what is his. He will have to defend his opportunities. He will have to get into action. No more laid back, like I don't know if maybe in the past he felt like he was lucky or that he was protected somehow, and he was like, oh no, that would never happen to me. These opportunities are all mine. Like, it's already signed, it's already settled, like, it's already talked about, it's already signed. Like, I think that this year with the card of the High Priestess, not the Hierophant, the High Priestess, that is like, the keyword is listen. Listen, don't talk that much, listen more. Be smarter. Don't let them fool you. Because then with the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Wands, I see more action. I see him finally waking up. Like, guy, like, you are in the middle of a competition. There's always going to be competition where you are. So don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Fight for what is yours. Thank God he doesn't have cards that he has to compete. But with the 8 of Wands, he has the potential. The 8 of Wands is like fast news, fast opportunities coming again, like starting to come again. You're going to get the news, you're going to get the feedback, you're going to get the opportunities. After you start listening more and talking less, what you want to do and what you want to achieve, you're going to attract. Be smart, be business smart, be smart. Then the success is going to come to you. Success and growth. 8 of Wands. Then we have the 2 of Wands that it says, spread your wings, dream bigger. He's going to have, like, probably if he's working with international brands, he's going to expand. He's also going to be signing a deal with another prestigious brand. He's going to go worldwide with his image. He's going to, see more, more people want to hire him. More people are going to, he's not going to be a selective, ambassador of this. No, it's like, I'm open. I want to grow. I want to be successful. And I will give my image to those that want to pay for my image. It's about him expanding his options. He shouldn't just stick to one project, because if that project is not that, prosperous, he will not get. Here I don't see money. Like, I don't see prosperity for Jeno. Like, I don't see like, oh, you're going to get rich. But I see like an expansion. But the expansion happens. The expansion in his career happens after he learns to be a bit much more introspective, a bit much more, I would say, introvert even. Like, don't tell others your things. Save it for yourself. Be more mysterious. Be more mysterious. Because a lot of people in there want what Jeno has. So if I was him, I would watch out as well. This is not, he's not in danger, nothing is going to happen to him. But I'm talking about when you see that you sort of mention, oh, I would love to have this collaboration with this, or I would love to work with this, and all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I think that I'm going to get it, and then that dream vanishes, or that project just like disappears, dissipates, you know. That's because, you know, there's some people that are not very happy with you, and they want to sort of sabotage what you're having, or your dreams, or your aspiration. You know, and maybe it's not someone like actively working against Jeno. But with the High Priestess in the middle, I think that it also has to do with energies. With someone just not wanting him to succeed. And just wishing him to not do well. You know, and energies are strong, you know, so I sense envy towards Jeno's image. There's something about people being jealous of Jeno's potential in his image. There's something about this. There's something about them being jealous about not who Jeno is as a person, but who he is as an image, I would say, because maybe the guy is healthy, maybe the guy, I don't know, he works out not that often, he has an amazing body, he has great skin, he has great hair, I don't know, he's like the combination of a lot of beautiful things. So yeah, there are some people jealous of Jeno. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the group, to NCTDream for 2024. He's a Taurus boy. He got blessed for Venus for sure, by Venus for sure, yeah. Probably they don't like it because he doesn't have to do that much to be beautiful. So actually, that's one of the things that I learned about Taurus energy, that sometimes I don't feel envious for Taurus, not at all, because they have a way of, you know, appreciating the material things, and that I personally don't pay attention to this, but I understand why they are so luxurious. Like, they really are very patient, you know. But for me, since whenever I'm in a rush, or whenever I get too competitive, or I get like too impatient about the results, or getting a certain result, and about work, and you know, achieving certain goals, and I get too crazy, I often ask for advice for my Taurus people or my Moon in Taurus people. They often advise me to, yeah, keep it real, but at the same time, like invest in you, invest in your self-care. Like, you know, slow down, like, you know, have fun, like, enjoy yourself. Like, why are you in a rush? Like, don't rush. Like, just breathe. You know, sometimes we do need people like this, people to be like, you know, you shouldn't get that crazy inside of your head or your body, you know. There's no need for you to get that crazy, like that accelerated, you know, there's no need, like there's no race in here, just, you will get there eventually, like, slow down, like, you know. Like they say, don't chase, attract. I don't get it, but they say it like this. Okay, NCT Dream for 2024. Okay, for NCT Dream 2024, we start with the Ace of Wands, Ace of, now, Ace of Swords, sorry, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, this deck is the cards are glossy, that's why it shines. The Chariot, and the Death card in reverse. So the NCT Dream is going to be very busy at the beginning of the year. I don't know if they're coming back with the new project, they're having a comeback very soon, but I see that they are already moving. Like they are already something new is coming for them. They have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, so it's like now, like let's go. Does someone know something about this? Like, are they releasing something new very soon? But yeah, like I think that there's a lot of like new beginnings for them. It's like they are very like clear about NCT Dream actually like working on something very fast. It's just that I think that they have the Seven of Pentacles in the middle of the reading. So I think that they could push some projects or some new beginnings and maybe have a comeback or something like this, or maybe releasing something new. But then, we have awaiting results. That it is a keyword of the Seven of Pentacles. So I think that probably, I don't know if the company is going to rush NCT Dream to, have a comeback, have a concert, I don't know, have a lot of things. But probably the results or the reaction of the audience is going to be pretty slow. Or I don't know if maybe the fans also will be bad, like the audience in general is going to be very selective about how they react to NCT Dream new beginnings. There's something about probably them not seeing the usual, how can I say this? Like the usual reaction or response to what they're doing. So maybe this is something that maybe the company will have to sort of study this, what's going on. I don't know if maybe NCT Dream, there's something about the quality of what they do, or maybe what they're doing that is not, the fans are not that satisfied, or there's something about what they're doing that is not that, like the fans are not that hooked as they were before, like, or maybe the fans also will put their reactions on hold because they will be demanding some things of the company, being like, okay, like, yeah, we get it. You got the guys to start to do this, to present themselves, to do a lot of activities, but we want this from you, so stop a bit. Like, not just because you're throwing a lot of content to our faces, you're going to get us happy. Like, we have some conditions. We have to talk about certain things, or maybe their merchandise, or maybe, I don't know, some content, or something going. It's not about something failing or going wrong, but I think that with the patience, it's like maybe, the audience putting a hold to this and being like, we hope you get better at quality and what you are giving us, because we are still reviewing it, and we are happy that the guys are here, that the guys are doing this, but at the same time, like, we're still thinking if we like it. So I don't see people complaining, but I see people being a bit like, wait. Why are you throwing all this on us right now here? Like, wait. Like, I don't know if maybe also the fans think that the guys are being overworked, because with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, I see the guys like the vitality being like this. Maybe people are worried about Mark and Hechan. But yeah, and then yeah, with the card of the Chariot move, they will keep advancing. They will keep advancing. They will keep advancing. But I think that maybe, I don't know why I get that it's the audience that is demanding that something has to change about the way they are working with NCT Dream. Because then we have the Death card in reverse. That the keyword of the Death card in this deck is called RIIZE. So I think that there's something about that, even though they try to move on and advance, maybe they want to advance when it comes to you know, their style and what they're bringing, but there's something with the card of the Death card in reverse that is like, you know, you are not ready to do that whole transformation yet. So maybe they will have to stick to doing the same things that they had been doing, or maybe the same concept. I think that it's going to be a year of, I don't know why I get that the fans will get a bit like, you know, will get more selective. I don't know if this is just NCT Dream, or if this has to do with other NCT units, or if this has to do with the NCT system, or I believe that probably the fans know what's going on. But it's not going to be, you know, like a sabotage against the group. No, they will keep advancing. But I believe that here, with awaiting results, there could be a stop in the way. Someone being like, wait a bit, like the guys haven't recovered from this and you already want them to get in. Like, wait, we want quality. So why are you doing this? But yeah, with the Death card in reverse, I think that this is not going to be a year where, yeah, maybe the company can reflect a bit about NCT Dream and being like, oh yeah, maybe we should change a few things. But I don't think that 2024 is going to be the year of massive transformations for NCT Dream. I think that they will keep advancing. Yeah, they will keep working. They will keep being themselves, but they will not reach yet that transformation that they want, or maybe that the fans are waiting. I think that the fans or the audience, and maybe some members as well, maybe some members also are like, we want something different, but we are not getting it. We are like sort of repeating a pattern. Like, I don't know why with the Death card in reverse, it's like something that you are repeating someone's music or style, like something that was done before. So you're like, you know, this is not original. You promised us that we would be original, but you are sort of like having us like, you know, repeat something, and it feels like we're advancing, but at the same time we are not advancing, you know, like we are not bringing something new. It's like, it's not that new. So maybe the fans will be like, you know, NCT Dream deserves better, so you better do a better job in what they are giving the guys. I don't know if maybe the selection of the songs, maybe the selections of the songs is very questionable. Or maybe another remake like they did with Candy. Well, innovation takes time. Yeah. Yeah. But it's just that maybe it's weird, because it seems like they're like I don't know if they already announced that the guys are going to be working on something, but there's like new ideas, like a new beginning now. like now, like yeah, they are going to do this and this and this, and then with the Seven of Pentacles in the middle, it's like, wait, this is not done yet. What are you saying? Why? Like what you say and you promise is very different to what is happening when it comes to reality. You know, this is why they get the Seven of Pentacles, because the Seven of Pentacles is about, like, you know, trusting the process. Like, wait, what you're promising is still, it's not that it's still in papers, but it's still developing itself. So don't rush it. Okay. I'm going to continue with WayV. A lot of words for WayV. Okay, for WayV we have the Three of Cups, Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups as well, and the Justice in reverse. Yeah, very emotional, these guys, very emotional. I mean, with the Ace of Pentacles in the middle, I would say, like, I would dare to say that this year is going to be a bit much more stable, and I don't think that it's about success, but I think that the Ace of Pentacles in the middle is like, okay, whatever happens, it's all going to add up to helping them becoming closer to each other as a group, becoming like a tighter, you know, this is why the keyword of the Ace of Pentacles is strengthening bonds. You know, it's like, okay, let's make our bond tighter, like let's build more togetherness, more unity. Let's be more stable. Yeah, with the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords, you know that the Four of Swords for me is like the hiatus card. But yeah, with the Three of Cups, I think that the guys, the keyword of the Three of Cups here is share the love, so it's very cute. I think that the guys, honestly, they have a very special bond, and I would say that they are like each other's spiritual advisors, I would say. Like they remind each other, like you need to chill, you need to breathe, you need to relax, you need to not worry, you need to rest more, like take care of yourself, I love you, sorry, I'm back, guys. Like you, like please, like, you know, take some breaks if you need it. Like they are very considerate with each other. I think that this is what makes them or separates their dynamic from other groups, is that definitely what makes them stronger is their bond. The bond that they have together is like when one is down, like the others are there to check on that person. It's like, you know, if you don't feel good today, we can do this for you, we can replace you, we can make it we can make it better for you, easier for you. Like, what do you need? Like, definitely they are also, they like each other very much. But yeah, like I think that probably WayV, they could go for a period. I don't want to say hiatus, but probably it seems like maybe the beginning of the year is going to be about them resting a bit. Then I don't know if it's because I know about 10 Solo, that he's going to release his solo project, I believe, this year. So maybe, you know, it has to do that them as a group, maybe they will sort of have a break and then they will come back. Because I see the Ace of Pentacles in the middle, so I think that even if they are not together as a group, I can see like prosperity for them. I can see prosperity. So definitely they're going to do well when it comes to results. So I see them, trusting that maybe there could be some moments of disconnection or maybe of them not working together or having some separate projects. But that doesn't mean that they don't wish each other well, because we have the Three of Cups, that is like share the love. That is like, okay, you are doing great. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Like, I'm supporting you. Like, I want you to do great. Like, really, this group, they really love each other. Like, they give each other's good vibes, But yeah, then with the Four of Cups, a bit of reflection, a bit of a stagnation, the Fours, then they also have the Four of Swords. So there's something about them having to have certain breaks to sort of consider certain things. And then we have the Justice in reverse, that the keyword in here is detach. Since it's in reverse, I think that there could be some injustices here and there, some things not being very fair or clear for them by the end of the year. So them having to take a step back and just, instead of getting upset or just, getting like, okay, like this is personal, I think that they just need to take a step back and just breathe and be like, okay, like we will come back when you tell us to come back. Like meanwhile, we're going to keep doing the best for our individual projects, because it seems like there could be some a bit of breaks in here, a bit of not knowing much about them. Maybe some people talking that, oh yeah, they're going to have a comeback, and then you don't hear much about it. So, but I don't see cards that indicate that the guys see this as, oh my God, like I'm suffering. Definitely they see it like it's not fair. Like, like, okay, like this is not cool. But I don't see the guys stress over it. So maybe they will just have like their things, they will be busy, or they will just have their own interest aside. So this year, I don't see WayV like worrying or being like, oh my God, look what they're doing. Like, no, they're just looking at this from a distance and being like, okay, whatever. I don't know if they're sort of used to being treated like this, but yeah, they also have the High Priestess, the High Priestess that says, listen. So I think that they are sort of more mature, and there's something about them really knowing how to use the energy of the High Priestess, of listen, because they are very intuitive. They are very secretive as well. They, like, whatever happens when it comes to WayV is like, oh, I see what you're doing with us, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to wait. I'm going to keep the secret to myself. Or I'm going to keep what I know to myself. And we will see. I think that the guys are very smart. Their energy is slowing down, like they are refusing to act or react because they sense that a change is coming. So they're like, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the middle. That the Ace of Pentacles, the keyword is strengthening bonds. So definitely they have to work with what they have available. So if we're doing great individually, or if we are busy, each other is doing their thing, when it comes to the group, let's not despair. Because, with the High Priestess, something is moving in the darkness. Like, not the darkness, but some things are changing in SM. And they probably are waiting for a confirmation. This is why I don't see them worried. I don't see them like, no, oh my God, what's going to happen to the group? I don't see them. all of a sudden, the messages just left my screen. But I believe I'm still on the live stream, right? Can you see me, guys? Because I don't see, I cannot see the messages. Okay, let's move on to aespa 2024. For aespa, a lot of chakras, a lot of cards of chakras. That this oh, I can read you because I have the tablet in here. Thank God. Like I have my tablet in here and I can read here, but in here I cannot see it. I can only see myself. But yeah, let's continue with aespa 2024. They got a lot of chakras. That this deck does have some cards that talk about the different chakras, and they are included in the deck. And they start with the sacral chakra. Then we have 8 of Wands. Then we have the crown chakra. That it would be like very spiritual, I would say, the girls. 7 of Cups. And also the Chariot, that also is number 7, so, you know. I'm sorry, not 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, not 7 of Cups. Beautiful year for aespa. Beautiful year. Very magical. I don't know why I get, because I have all these chakra cards, and I also have this 9 of Cups that is about dreams coming true. The 8 of Wands that is about fast movement and news, that is, the keyword is success and growth. So, and then they finish the reading with the Chariot. So what can I say? Like, definitely the girls are advancing a lot, and their energy is so pure. It's full of energy. Like, they really are energized. Like, because we start with the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is like, you know, the you know, energy that comes from, you know, the lower parts of the body, but it's all about, you know, energy. It's all about the creation. It's all about the willpower of creation. You know, it's all about the energy, the desire to do. And with the 8 of Wands, I'm like, I believe that there's something about them internally, from their whole beings, really wanting this year to be their year. So I wonder if they wrote their resolution, or is it because it's the year of the dragon, that they're going to feel much more connected spiritually, and also being like, okay, this is our year, we have to make it. We have to be the best of the best. Like, we have to get it. Like, we have to work on ourselves. Like, I don't know that even if the girls could sort of do like a sort of, it's not about manifestation, but I think that if they are religious, or if they believe in spirituality and doing yoga or doing some cleansing, I don't know, there's something here with the chakras that I feel like the girls are very connected with the higher selves, you know, with the higher selves, with cleaning themselves, you know, with being like, okay, we will not allow negativity in our energetic field anymore. Remember how I often, when I read for aespa, I would always tell you guys, like, you know, be careful about how you, not about be careful, but, you know, have in mind that the girls are very sensitive. You know, there's something, I always, whenever I read for aespa, I get that the girls are very sensitive. You know, that they, it's not just about words hurting them or mean comments just getting to them. I think that the girls are very sensitive. Like, they're like energetic, like sponges. You know, they absorb everything from the people around them. And sometimes it affects the way they perform, or maybe it affects their energy, their energy to keep living and functioning. Because I see a lot of passion here, a lot of like, we have to make it now. We have to start, this has to be our year. Like, we have to get going, like get faster. So definitely I see them achieving a lot. I see them achieving a lot, but all from a place of a more expansive spirituality, I would say, because in the middle they have the crown chakra. So definitely for the girls, this is, I don't know, maybe they had like a New Year's cleansing, or maybe the fans, I don't know, did some ritual to cleanse their energy so the girls could do better. And I sort of see it. I see it working. I see that the girl's aura is no longer blocked, is no longer like, how can I say this? It's not that the girls were in the dark before, but maybe their energy was a bit off, was a bit like, and I don't know, I don't know why I'm talking about energies, guys, because these are idols. Like, I should be talking about, I don't know, their bodies, but I'm talking about energies. So yeah, bear with me here because this is what I'm feeling. It's not, I didn't get pentacles, I didn't get cards that are about being assertive and like, no, this is more about them just exuding this more, healing and just healthier energetic field, aura. It's about this. It's about their energy. They are protected. They are no longer confused. They are no longer in the clouds. I don't know who did what, who prayed to who, but it worked. The girls are finally free energetically. They are no longer in fear. They don't fear. Actually, this is why they have all this eagerness to like, let's get out right now. Let's get things done now, because now is when I feel that, maybe in the past they were tired, they have like chronic fatigue, I don't know, they just were angry, they were exhausted, they were frustrated. Now I don't see this. I see them like whatever baggage they had in the past is gone. And they are much, because they have the crown chakra, they are much more connected with the higher self, with their purpose in life, with the positivity of, maybe someone, sorry guys, that I struggle finding the right interpretation, because I'm not a spiritual coach. I don't know much about energies. I'm a tarot reader. But I can feel it when I'm reading for them, that this is much more than talking about like, oh, the girls are going to perform like this and move like this. No, it's more about energies, So I hope that you can understand what I'm trying to convey in here. But yeah, it's much more spiritual than other. And then we have the Nine of Cups and the Chariot. That is dreams come true, and also is move. It's like, open your heart and move. Move with the trust that this is your moment and that you're going to be okay. That you are guided. That you are enlightened. They are enlightened. Like someone like enlightened them. I don't know, someone just brought life into their energies. I don't know. But the girls are different, definitely. It feels different. It feels different. So yeah, a lot of advances for them. They are no longer afraid, no longer in pain, no longer like, you know, restricted, or they are just, you know, they are open. You know when you are released finally, like you're open. Oh, dreams come true. The CES song they remade, right? Yeah, and probably they will keep with that message of trying to maybe like inspire others to go after the dreams, you know. And yeah, they're going to keep moving. It's going to be a year of a lot of realizations for them. But the good thing is that you're going to notice that something about their energies have shifted. They are no longer the same girls, like it changed. Hey, straight pink lover. Happy New Year. Okay. I'm going to move on to this woman, Youngji. How she's doing. Youngji. Was she involved in some kind of controversy? Because I'm sure someone asked me about her because something happened. Because it's my first time reading for her. Youngji. Well, something happened to her because we start with the Nine of Swords. Like mentally, like I think that maybe she's stressed about something. Nine of Swords, Four of Cups, Two of Cups in the middle, Two of Pentacles, and then the other card, it's Seven of Cups in reverse, daydreams and decisions. So a lot of cups. I think that this woman she's very, yeah, she relies a lot on others because she has the Two of Cups in the middle of the reading. So I think that definitely she's very devoted to others, or maybe, you know, her creation. I know that probably she's a soloist and she works on her own, but there's also something about the connections that she has with other artists are important in her life. And somehow they guide her life or her success or her level of success, even though maybe she's a soloist or maybe she's just like herself and her own image is not that she's part of a group. But probably the connections that she has with others is very important to her. Like she has that ability to connect with other artist, I would say. Like she probably is great, like making connections very fast, because, you know, the keyword is coming together. So I think that that's definitely that's her strength, or her, I don't know why she gives me Libra vibes, like she's a Libra, but I know she's not a Libra. I think she's I think she's a Virgo. But maybe she has some Libra placements, because there's something also about her worrying about others, you know, like not wanting to, like instead of her as an individual artist being thinking about herself and her needs only, there's something about her worrying about how it affects the others or the people that she knows. And also wanting to help other artists reach a level of visibility and being famous or being more seen or having more opportunities. You know, I can sort of see her hanging out not only with famous people, but probably with people that don't have much promotion, probably. But yeah, we start with the Nine of Swords and with the Four of Cups. So I think that probably at the moment or the beginning of the year is very challenging for her, because she could feel a sort of a stagnation in her emotional side, sort of feeling like a bit apathic, like, and a bit worried, a bit worried about, since it's swords, I would imagine that is the internet or is people's comments, and I think that she fears criticism. Because the Nine of Swords here, the keyword is darkest fears. So definitely there's something about her, going around, maybe if she did something that it wasn't very well received, she plays that situation over and over in her mind, like she cannot let it go. She probably feels like maybe she fears getting canceled, maybe she fears the repercussions. There's something about her feeling very nervous. Like, I don't think she takes criticism very well. It definitely affects her more than people know. Maybe people are like, oh, well, but, every idol or every, K-drama artist, from time to time, they get they get a backlash, or they get called out, or they enter a controversy. Well, for her, this is huge. Like, in her mind, it's like, oh no, this is what I was fearing the most. But also with the Four of Cups, there's a sense of her also not knowing where to go from here. Not knowing what to do, not knowing where to move. It's like probably she feels a bit like guilty, like I better just I lay low for a while, because I don't, like isolating herself, from what's going on, because maybe it's not that big of a deal, but for her it feels like, it triggers something in her. She doesn't like it. She shared a super sweet message she got the new year, and her reply was like, okay, she's a Virgo. I just check. Hey, Marushka. I remember her episode with Joo-hyun. She certainly they have similar personality with him. They're super sensitive to people's comments. Yeah. Yes. Hey, Gabby. Not the sharing personal. And of course, people bash her for being. Yeah, I think that. It's just that I think that probably, with the Four of Cups, there's something about her, maybe, I think that she's a person that she's not that intuitive sometimes. With the Four of Cups, I get this vibe that she's not that intuitive. She's very smart, because we start with the Nine of Swords. So definitely the girl is an overthinker. Like she knows, like, when it comes to ideas, opinions, it's like she's connected 24/7. But I think that probably she's not that, I would say, like, delicate, when it comes to reading certain sensitivities. Maybe for her it's funny, certain comments, and for others it's like, what? But yeah, it's like she can never win, because, when people get upset, they get upset, and that's it. But yeah, with the Two of Cups, I think that definitely she has the support of others. She probably, if this has something to do with this, with this 17 member, I think that she's okay. Like, maybe from his part, he was like, don't worry about it. Do you want me to say something about it? Like, and I think that she is okay. She's going to be okay. But I think that this is why I get Libra vibes from her, because there's something about her connection with maybe other artists that are influential, that it somehow, it molds her whole career or her whole persona, I would say, or her relevance or her exposure. So I think that definitely she has to be better at this, like be more loving towards and appreciative, and not loving from the place of you going and touching and hugging someone because they are going to hate you for that too. It's not about her being like, oh, this person and I, we're soulmates. No. But with the Two of Cups, it means that probably her career is going to be ruled by these associations that she has with other artists. Maybe also her fame, somehow her becoming, more known, or people talking about her because she's friends of so-and-so, being more appreciated because of who she knows. We know that she's talented on her own, but there's something about, her having the possibility to make these connections with people, that this is her potential. This is where her, her business would be, coming together with others. But with this also comes the responsibility of being empathic, of being a good listener, of being much more generous, of considerating the other person, and not just you trying to be funny and trying to steal the show because the fans will come for you. So, it's all about, being softer. Like, it's okay that you're funny, we get it, but be careful because you do have there's a duality in here. It's like, yeah, there's people that will love it and will be like, you're amazing. There's others that is like, okay, what did you say about my bias? So be careful. Because then we have the Two of Pentacles, that it says find balance. So find balance, again, it has to do with her learning how to navigate these interactions. She has to learn how to. She has to learn how to. She has to have that delicacy. She has to have it. Because, yeah. And also she has the Seven of Cups, that is daydreams and decisions in reverse. So it's also about seeing the reality. It's about seeing the reality. I think that probably, I don't know if she is fan of some of these artists, that she become acquaintances of these people now. Probably she will start like interviewing more famous people, and more famous people are going to come to her, and she's going to be associated with more famous people. So there's something about like wake up from the fantasy, because it's happening. And, build a whole plan around it. Because these people, it's not that these people are just famous. They come with their fandoms. Be careful. Don't just say things because they're watching you. Be more realistic. Like, before releasing a video or something, watch out. Because some people are funny, and some others will get mad at it or at you. So find the balance. Find the balance. Don't go to the extremes, or being too nice, or being too critical, or being too funny, or being, too witty. Like, and you know why I say this? Because she's a female. And I don't know, this I want to say, I don't know if she had gone through some kind of glow up that fans are like observing her from another perspective. It's like, I don't know if maybe she dressed funny in the past and people were like, oh yeah, she's one of the guys. And now maybe she's starting to be like more ladylike, or she's starting to look better, or she's starting to take care of her appearance, or maybe dress in a certain way that they see it as a threat, So There's something about her, them not liking her because she's a female. Yeah, it was cute before, but now it's no longer cute. Now it's no longer cute. Huh. Mm-hmm. She's a Libra moon. Wow. She's really young. I don't know why, guys. Like, I felt very bad about myself because I was like, oh, I think that this maybe this woman is around is maybe close to her 30s. Like, no, she's really young. Okay, I'm going to read for BlackSwan. Yeah, me too. I'm sorry. Like, I felt so bad because you know that she mentioned that she was a fan of Mark, and I was like, oh, that she must have a lot of years of difference. I don't know if maybe she's Mark's age. I believe she is. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad because I was like, Vanessa has been very judgy. Like, you cannot say that woman is, like, you cannot think like that. Like, go check her image, like her Wikipedia before. But I swear, I was pissed at myself because I was like, why do I think like that? Like, but maybe it's the whole persona that she had at the beginning. When she had this interview and drinking show, she was dressed very different. So I don't know. Maybe I. Oh, she's 21. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Let's continue with BlackSwan for 2024. Okay. For BlackSwan, we start with the Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Emperor. I see the Emperor and I see Aries energy. For BlackSwan, okay. Starting with these two fives, I would say that, yeah, things are challenging for them. At the beginning of the year, probably with these two fives, there could be a sense of maybe the girls feeling like literally like nothing is going like it should go, like probably them having to put a lot of effort into creating content or doing things on their own, because in here with the Five of Pentacles, the key word is feeling alone. So do you see the keyword is very fitting actually for the Five of Pentacles? Because it literally feels like you are an outsider, like you are being left outside, like no one is worried about you if you're doing okay, what do you need, no, there's no needs met in here. There's no like needs being taken care of here. Here is like, okay, you do you, we will let you know when we have things, but for now there's no plans. Maybe for the beginning of the year it's going to be very challenging. Then with the Five of Wands, it says challenging times, maybe Also the group having some challenges, adapting to themselves, having some different perspective about themselves, about their dynamic. One wants one thing, the other one wants this, also maybe the audience also fighting each other. But in the middle we have the Seven of Cups. So you know that the Seven of Cups is, in here the keyword is daydreams and decisions. But if we think about the traditional tarot deck, we see that it's often these seven cups like floating in the air. So I think that honestly the keyword here is about the girls allowing themselves to dream and dream bigger. It's like, yeah, maybe at first the beginning is going to be very rough, the beginning of the year. Like things are not going to go smooth. There's no harmony, there's no like, oh, we are doing great, we are being considered, we are being listened to. Actually, no. But we still have hope. We still have the possibility to daydream, to dream of the future. What do we want as a group? What do we want to create? Let's get sensitive. Let's get even a bit the Lulu. What do we want for the group? Where do we want the group to go to? Honestly, since I don't see any person of power in here, like I don't see any CEO, I don't see the company being present, I think that probably it depends on the girls and the girls alone to come up with some creativity, something, But I think that here with the Nine of Cups, something's going to come true. See? You can go the Lulu and think like, okay, maybe we can go and take a nap and just write down what we want to achieve, so we have the time, we can think about what we want to dream about, we daydream about it. But then we have the Nine of Cups. That is, dreams come true. So if the girls want it, if the girls wish it enough, they can have it a reality. They can make it true. They can make it true. They can see it coming true. And also, with the Emperor as the last card, I see the girls rising and finally like taking the power and leading. But I see this more happening towards the second part of the year, not the beginning. But after all this pondering and being like, okay, what do we do with the confusion? Like, yeah, we should do this, like we should do this. One says this, the other one has this idea, the other one doesn't want to. Like, it's all about like, okay, let's envision. What do you want? Like, what do you say? Like, and it seems like everything is floating in the air. But then eventually, when they get serious about it, something happens and they make it a reality. And then they become leaders of their own dreams. I think that there's something about these girls also having to learn how to lead themselves and be their own leaders in the group, because I don't see a leader coming to help them or guide them. They have to lead themselves. They have to lead themselves, because I don't see someone being like, okay, girls, I'm going to lead you, or I'm going to give this to you, so don't worry, I have everything under control. No. The girls actually have to do it for themselves. They're going to lead. They have the potential to lead. They have the potential. So, don't take them for granted. Like, they have the potential. Don't think that they cannot make it, because they will surprise you. They will surprise you. I don't know from where they're going to get the resources, but they're going to make it a reality. Okay, someone asked me to pull cards for twice Tzuyu, for twice Magnus, so I'm going to pull cards for her. Okay, for Tzuyu we have Sacred Chakra, the Hierophant. This would be sorry guys, just that sometimes I forget what one is. This is for wands because it has different colors, so sometimes I forget. Eight of Pentacles and the Star Heel. So I think that for twice Tzuyu, I think that this year is very happy actually. In the middle we have the fourth one, so it's celebration, it's joy and stability. So I see her very happy, like, you know, very vibrant. Her energy is also very well. Like, what's going on with these people? Their chakras are very well aligned. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. Like, I usually pull, you know, from this deck, and sometimes chakras cards do come out. But in here, I do sort of see a continuation of healing and the mentioning of healing. And really, I can feel it. Like, there's a change, a shift in their energies. So I wonder, maybe it's because it's the year of the dragon. Some people are getting some rituals or are getting some cleansings or are just starting to pray. Something they're doing that they didn't do other years. And it's looking good. I don't know, do they have their own charms or, you know, amulets? I don't know. But it's very positive. He's starting with the sacred chakra and teach. That is the Hierophant. I think that probably she is like starting to learn something new, and she has been involved in learning about, I don't know if it's learning about business or going back to study or just joining a community or I don't know, maybe it could be religious as well, you know, because with the sacred chakra, I think that it also has to do with, you know, with this being a passion of hers, and it has to do with her moving her body or moving her energy to go to this place, to this Hierophant. So maybe it has to do with religion. I don't know if maybe she's like doing some religious or spiritual teachings that it maybe has to do with changing the way she had been, like, you know, different lifestyle or I'm sorry to those people that come out in a channel that maybe they just want to join in chat. Maybe they are fans of K-pop, but just in case, I block them. I don't recognize their names, so I block them. So I sort of see that, you know, in here, the Hierophant, I usually call it the company card. But in here, if you notice, it says teach. And you see the teacher in here. That is like a guru. It's not just like a teacher or a leader. And she also is like sharing what she knows. And it's another kind of teaching. You know, it's not the typical like, oh, I go to university or I go to this school. I think that it has to do with something spiritual. So I think that she's changing her lifestyle. There's something about her maybe going more spiritual, and this is going to pay off. This is going to change her aura completely, and this is what she's going to connect with joy and enjoying her life and enjoy herself. Stability. Also, feeling that this joy that she's going to be experiencing is not going to be something that, oh yeah, I was happy yesterday, but now I'm sad again, or now I'm stressed again. No, I think this fourth one is going to be a constant feeling of, I'm happy. Like, I'm really, like, I'm connected with my life, and I'm happy. I celebrate myself. I'm happy. And I think that this has been like something that maybe she wanted to achieve for a while, to finally feel joy. You know, and also with the eight of Pentacles, dedicated effort. So I see her, if she has like a sort of teacher, I see her like practicing every day. So if this is about, like, I don't know, a new lifestyle, if this is about yoga, or if this is about, you know, changing, I don't think it's about food, but probably it's about, you know, maybe changing certain habits in her life. And her being very passionate and very proactive and very consistent about it. And the final outcome is the star that it says heal. Heal from within, so you can shine, so you can, like, you know, express that glow up. You know, you definitely will see her shine a bit more, like when it comes to her appearance or the way she looks, the way she moves. There's something very different in her aura, and you're going to see her like shine more. But she's not going to be, you know, absent, or she's going to stood up. She's going to stand up energetically, because she's going to look different. Maybe it also has to do with the fact twice aren't as overworked as they used to be. So glad she's happy. Oh. Oh. Hey Samara, Happy New Year. I'm so happy for my baby. She deserves it. She comes as horrible, but she's very quiet. Yeah. But she's very happy. I don't know what's going on, guys, with this tarot readings for the idols, but definitely feels very spiritual. Like something is new about them. Not all of them, but something is changing. Like she finally has time for herself and not always focus on her work. Yeah, that's very important. Yes, definitely. Also, she had been working since she was very young, so you know, the girl. Okay, for the Sserafim, 2024 for the girls. The Sserafim. Oh my. Is the age of Aquarius coming into bloom? Oh, no, I think that is because, is it Saturn or Pluto? I don't know which, if it's Saturn or Pluto has left Capricorn. So thank God, I feel so ready already. It was in Capricorn for like the last 14 years. So no more. Thank God. But I don't remember exactly if it was Pluto or Saturn, but it felt heavy. Like, I'm just glad it left my sign, please. Okay, for the Seraphim. Out of 5 cards, 3 major arcana, so this is serious. We start with the Magician for the Seraphim. Temperance. The Justice in the middle. 9 of Swords. 8 of Swords. I think that 2024 is going to be a year of a lot of... It's going to be an important year for a lot of, like, I would say also spiritual lessons, because We start with the ace, not the ace, I'm sorry, with the magician. I see the number 1 and I'm like, it's the ace. The magician and the temperance. So I think that the girls definitely come from 2024 where they had sort of mastered this ability to be balanced and to be sort of like, I would say, unbothered by maybe a lot of things that have happened around them and their image. So definitely the girls are wiser. This is why they have all these major arcanas, because whatever lesson they had last year, they learned it, they mastered it, and they also like manifested a lot of like success for themselves. You know, they work their magic also with their magnetism, also with their image. You know, there's something about them becoming like sort of like the ones that dominate the way they want their careers to go, or probably how they want to be perceived. And they found a balance. I think that they are enjoying a sort of tranquility because they are like, we done well. We showed, like they were able to show a sort of leadership, I would say, when it comes to their, you know, what they're all about. But, you know, the teachings don't stop there. The lessons don't stop there for the Sserafim. I don't know what's happening, but with the justice in the middle, that in here the keyword is detach. So I think that they will have to still deal with certain criticism. And because then we have 2 cards that are swords. So I think that probably something could happen when it has to do with people talking, opinions, the internet, excess of information. I don't know. But I think that there could be a potential of them just, you know, wanting to detach from the criticism, but somehow it's always them. Like, I don't know why, because we have the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords as the last cards. 2 cards of, you know, of swords. That the 9 of Swords here, it says darkest fears. So it's all about them maybe fearing criticism or fearing certain comments or certain, you know, certain interactions and then fearing them. And with the 8 of Swords, it's like helpless and hopeless. That is like when you feel like you have no way out. Like it's in here. It's not like action orientated. But I think that there could be, if in certain parts of the year, them feeling like they have no control over the criticism or the backlash that they could potentially get. Because definitely the source, what they hear, what people say, it goes very, very heavy into them. You know, they definitely fear it. They fear people's criticism, or they fear, I don't know if they have like, you know, these people on the internet that create rumors, or these people on the internet that create malicious comments. You know, of course they do, because the idols often do. But I think that they already have this. I don't know if they had dealt with this in the past, and now in 2024 it's going to resurface. So there's something about, you know, them being like, oh no, this again? Like, I thought we dealt with this already. And it could come back. And I see them, you know, trying to set themselves free from worrying about this, but I sort of see it repeating itself. And I think that also with the 8 of Swords, it's like, you know, maybe it's just the teaching of 2024 is having to learn to live with it. I don't know if the criticism comes from something that the girls did in the past, or the group, or something that happened to the group in the past. I don't know, but it seems like it's something that for the girls is like, oh, not this again. You know, like with the 9 of Swords, it is like, it's like, oh my God, like this happened. No, they're like, oh, I know what this is about. They're talking about this. But yeah, Yeah, with the Hierophant is like, and also here teach. See, it's also it's a teaching, it's a lesson. They have to embrace it, not embrace it, but they have to sort of see it like a lesson and move on. It's sort of like, it's like, okay, it is what it is. Okay, how can I learn from? How can I integrate this and just like let it go? Because in the middle they have the card of justice. So I don't know if maybe the audience is like, oh, you guys weren't fair about this, or you were unfair about this, like you guys are not fair, or something like this, But also with this is what I was like, here with the justice we have the detach, and here the keyword is detach. And then we have the cards that continue to this. See, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords. So see, like in the card of the Justice or the card of Detach, you see how this person is looking, like helplessly is looking at these swords, at these cards. It's like this again. It's like I want to detach myself from this, and this is coming up again. Like I thought I already moved on from this, But, and also, here is a stitch, but this is the card of the Hierophant. This is the company card. So I wouldn't be surprised if Hype actually steps up and they fix this, because it can get nasty, and I think that they can fix it. Hype definitely will step up and they will fix it. Yeah, with the Death card, it's like cut it, end it, like, let's put an end to this, because, probably it's like an old rumor or something that it happened a long time ago, but they keep bringing it up, and they're like, no, not this again. Yeah, I see them like maybe when things get a bit too, like when the girls feel like there's no way out, like they feel like, okay, there's nothing we can do, then Hype steps up. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. They are like, stop it, like. Yeah, but because they got the card of the Death card, it's like the girls are already like on another, stage. So it's like if some people don't move on, then someone has to set the boundary and be like, this is a different era, like accept it and let's end this. Okay, like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm going to do this very brief, and only for this time, I'm going to pull cards for RIIZE member, for Seunghan, to see how he's going to go in 2024. We know that he's in hiatus, but I'm going to pull cards for him to see a sort of his situation and what could, what is available for him. This is going to be the first time and the only time I'm going to be pulling cards related to him. When he comes back, or when we get an update, we can compare to what I read here today. but we're not going to be mentioning again until he comes back, if he comes back. But yeah, this is going to be very short, very straight to him, Seunghan of RIIZE. Okay, he got 6 of Swords, Strength, the Magician. So these are very positive, I would say, for Seunghan. I like the 6 of Swords because in here the keyword says healing begins. And if you notice, the person, you know, what is glowing in here is like is in green because it represents the chakra of the heart. That is green. So I think that, you know, this distance, or probably him, I don't know where he is, but probably he has, you know, moved, or he has gone to his hometown, or he has traveled somewhere, or he is in another city. The distance and time is going to help him heal. Definitely he needs to get away when it comes to putting distance between his persona and what is happening, you know. With the Strength card, definitely we are in the year of the Strength. That is the major arcana that rules this year. And here the keyword is control. So I think that definitely, probably Seunghan will have to learn self-control while he's away. In the sense that, yeah, he will have to learn to not get, you know, his emotions, or get, you know, anxious, or trying to do something about it, trying to, I don't know, communicate something on his own, trying to act on his own, you know, because definitely I think that the guy is very hurt. This is why I want to mention this picture of healing begins, the 6 of Swords, because the 6 of Swords, usually we think like, oh yeah, is someone like traveling, or is someone moving to another place, you know. It's a very sort of mercurial card, you know, very intellectual. But in here, since it shows you, you know, the heart chakra, and it says healing begins, I think that he definitely, instead of acting, he needs to refrain from acting, and he needs to wait. And he needs to control his need to do something about it. That I think that this is something that probably a lot of idols that go through, not a lot of idols, but I don't know the situation of different idols, but people that are put in this hiatus, they sort of have this reaction of, I have to do something. You know, I almost joke, as I said, I have to do something. Probably they feel like this, you know, they feel like, I have so much to say, I have so much to do, and here I am, in the darkness, apart from everyone, and I have to remain in silence. And I'm feeling like I'm choking on my words because I cannot say what I want to say. So, but then, you know, we have the Magician, that it says manifest. So I think that for 2024, I think that if he learns to control himself, if he learns to, you know, remain not desperate, I would say, there's a way of his dream coming true. Of him changing the narrative of this, of him manifesting something that can change this course of his career that is now. I think that something magical, call it magical, something could happen that could help him get out of this hiatus. But since these are major arcanas, I would say it's something that is it has to do maybe with faith, it has to do with energies. I don't know. I had been reading for energies in today's live stream. There had been a lot of messages about energies. Maybe this year it's very deep about energies. But I think that if he's patient enough and courageous enough to wait, he's going to get the freedom that he wants. He's going to have control also over his career and the narrative of what happened. I see him regaining his control. First, unfortunately, he has to give it to others. There's nothing that he can do about this. He had to remain still. But on the meanwhile, he can work on himself, on his patience. Maybe he's feeling a bit frustrated. Maybe he's feeling angry. So slow down. Work on yourself. Breathe. Don't get impatient. Be compassionate. Be patient. That you are going to manifest a new beginning for you. And it's going to be this year. And probably this also has to do with the fans. Don't despair. Don't get desperate. Because since these are major arcanas, it has nothing to do with what people do or say. It's more about energies. It's more about okay, when the planets align and when something miraculous happened. But this guy, Seunghan, he has the power of manifestation. He has the power of manifestation. He's very powerful. He's going to make it. Something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. Yeah. Yeah. He needs to heal. He needs to forgive himself and others. There's something about, because imagine this, if this had happened to you guys, wouldn't you feel angry? Really and so how crazy your plans change because of things like this? But yeah, this happened. This happened. So it's all about okay, be compassionate. Let go of control. Heal. Take the time to heal. You will come back stronger. Yeah. But he has the power to change the narrative. He has. Something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. He's going to change. I think that it's even going to surprise the company. Okay, guys, I'm done with the tarot readings. I hope 2024 is the year that the Lulu fans wake up and stop harassing idols and other celebrities about dating, possibly dating, body image, etc. Please let them live. Amen. Yeah. Yeah, guys, like I was talking on Discord about, the possibility to do another live stream, to do a live stream on Saturdays, but also to do a live stream during the week. This is not for like, if you can make it, you join. If you cannot make it, it's okay. But I think that I would want to do it like this because since I'm not doing that many readings like I used to during the week, I do get a lot of pendants. Like I do get a lot of recommendations. So it would help me a lot to divide like the live stream in two instances during the week and not like only on Saturday and having like a full list of friendship readings, compatibility readings, I don't know, like, I don't know, some people ask like the personality readings as well for this year, or some dynamics that we want to do maybe. So I think that it would be interesting for me to do it, to do a live stream in the middle of the week, if we can, on Tuesday or Wednesday at 5 p.m. my time, Argentinian time. And then on the weekends, the usual Saturdays. So the recommendations don't get, pile up, like, because, I usually spend a lot of my energy to read for this amount of people, and I get tired. So the idea is to, to separate the reading sections and not get all, the long list of pendant readings for just Saturday, So yeah. So this idea would be very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe I will try go live this Wednesday at 5 p.m. to see how it goes, to see how many of you can join. And if you can, I would appreciate it. And yeah, usually if my usual moderators cannot make it, I will add moderators, you guys that are like the usual people that come into the live streams that I know your names. I will put you also as moderators so you can help me out just in case some bots show up. But yeah, it would sort of make my job easier instead of just having one day and receiving all the requests, and also so we can maybe leave, Saturdays to do more funny dynamics, like carpooling. I know people from TikTok, they love the series of How Do They Flirt. So yeah, maybe we can also, bring, I don't know, different idols or artists or celebrities or maybe actors or actresses, so we can pull cards for them as well and keep it fun and interesting. So yeah, so we can have fun a lot. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, guys, so today that was it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here with me for 3 hours. Like, thank you so much. And yeah, I wish you that you have a great weekend. Have fun. Please relax. Like, enjoy yourselves. Like, yeah, fun readings cheer us up much. We need to chill with K-pop too. Yeah, Marushka, I know. You are like, actually, you are the creator of How Do They Flirt. So you can like actually start another ideas so we can add more fun. But yeah, the people love it. But yeah, we will keep it fun, because sometimes, yeah, it's very true that sometimes reading for some idols and certain readings sometimes get very like heavy and sad and complicated. So yeah, sometimes it's just nice to just laugh and just get funny and just not take it that seriously. So yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.